friends, and welcome. So this is going to be the reading here for, let's see, we'll do the earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. What's going on with the earth signs, Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo? Oh man. This is a game. So it's like somebody trying to tell you, you'll never get out of this. You'll never get out of this. Nothing's worthwhile. For some of you, if it's like a house you're trying to sell, it's called a low ball. You're ready. You're like, no, I'm going to get up and go. I'm going to do this. You are aware that this is an unfair or incorrect assessment. You're like, no, this is not a correct assessment. You're excited about it. You're thinking, okay, I'm ready. They try to, what is this? They try to, for some reason, convince you that you have to take hold of the reins and say, you know what? If I want to accelerate this and make it happen, me as the Empress, I'm going to decide when and how and where and negotiate. I'm not going to have, I don't know, it's almost like, so if you're having someone go in and negotiate for you and they can't negotiate, like, so I used to hear people say, you can't close the door, you can't close a paper bag, or you can't close a door, like you can't close. You're not a closer. Somebody's not a closer. Like they open a lot of, they're like an opener. That's like someone who's like really good at the meet and greet. They're not a closer. So you have to come in and be the closer. So have you ever noticed sometimes the closer doesn't come in for long? They just kind of come in and say, hi, I represent the company. This is what you're getting. Nice to meet you. And then they kind of go. This Page of Swords is not the closer. And you know that too. And some of you are like, kind of like angry at the person. Like, why can't you just... I remember like there was a sales manager who once was like, you can't close the door. Not to me, but to other people. They'd be like, you can't close the door. And I don't think that's the right approach. Like to tell someone that they aren't good at something when they're curious. So they're like, I'm really good at talking to people and I'm really good at negotiating. I'm really curious. I'm really good at the interview. But it's like you're almost mad at them because of that. Like they feel like they're put in an awkward position. And you're like, I'm just fine to take their money. If we gave them what they wanted. So that, because there's a pentacle exchanged here. And you have to magician it within yourself. So you can't be like obviously manipulating. You have to kind of say to yourself, this person can't do it. I can do it, but I'll have to make it look like that's weird. I'll have to make it look like they did it, but I actually did it. So what's that about? You have to negotiate for them, but make it look like they did it for you. Yeah, because that works. That closes the cycle out and says, because this person, they could be the kind of person that is too empathetic, too sympathetic. They sympathize too much and they're curious and they're like, oh, and they feel kind of bad. And then it puts you in an awkward situation. So you're like, no, no, no. Yeah, we want to get that coin. We need to close this deal. And you come out as Empress, Magician reversed. You do get what you need. And how does that negotiate? How does that, the Moon reversed? You have to have an understanding of the human psyche. Two of Swords reversed, to a Moon reversed, to an Emperor reversed. You have to understand who is the weak partner. You know, one partner is going to be I don't know, like the alpha and the beta. Like one person is going to be the person you're talking to, and the other person is kind of like the friendly negotiator. There's an Emperor reversed here. So there's someone who you can't expect them. There could also be someone who is like physically disabled with the Emperor reverse. Like they could actually like have physical disabilities. So you can't say, well, I'm expecting you to do it. And when you're the one who's got it all, and then this person is like a Queen of Cups reversed, hangman, like they don't have the ability, but they're curious. So you have to negotiate with this psychological situation. Fear. You have to negotiate with their fear. Like you could ask, what are you afraid of? Like, well, what are you afraid is going to happen here? And then you have to give them a guarantee. You are the Empress reversed. You have to give them a guarantee. What is that? Judgment reversed. They feel like there could be something karmically wrong with the situation. Like they could be put in a very awkward situation. They feel like they could be in a position that is a bad character or a bad characterization of themselves, or judgment in the reversal. They feel it could affect their karma. They could feel like it affects their religious belief. And that part you might not really understand at all. You might be like, what? I don't understand that. Here's the coin. We've done this before. You did fine. I did fine. 9 of coin. It reminds me of, it's a negotiation for sure, but you're dealing with someone's psychological fear and having to negotiate and create a habit of what? What are you creating a habit for? With a Page of Swords, was somebody curious? They have a lot of fear. 9 of Swords, they lose sleep at night over this Emperor, over this father, this husband. Water King, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and the Chariot. They're determined to go forward. Could be about a car sale. I mean, to be honest, it could be that too. Like, there's a person who comes in and they're kind of curious. They're like, I want to know, tell me more about it. They have a lot of fear. They want to know more. They're like, tell me more about it. You're negotiating with fear here, which is like really interesting. You're all for it. You're like, I'm ready. I'm up and I'm going. What is this Page of Swords? What is this about? Someone who likes to do things on their own as long as other people are around them. Security, best friends, family. They like to keep a commitment to something where they can be comfortable at all times. With this death, with this change on the Devil reversed. Really toxic scenario. Queen of Wands reversed. That could be a weak person. It could be a person who is not physically able, doesn't have the energy. There could be fear again. All right, you're negotiating with somebody's fears. jealous. This person, though, wants to be 9 of coin with a 3. They're like, I want to do it all on my own and feel really comfortable as long as other people are comfortable too. As long as other people are around me who have the same, a main male and an adjudication. So there could be something about a contract, law, court, expecting, and there's a privileged person. There's a lovers, a reconciliation. There could be a house involved. There is someone trying to steal the house with the thief. Oh, there's court. There's someone who feels like they're trapped in like a jail or a physical or like a situation they can't change. Journey. Someone is wanting to go on a journey, and there's a gift here. But the person who is Page of Swords to the Queen of Cups reversed could have a legitimate problem. Like, Queen of Cups reversed could be somebody who like maybe has some kind of actual physical issue, like endocrine system. Like, there's someone who could have like an actual gland issue. They're curious and they want to know. This could even be about treatment for a problem. They want to be 9 of coin to a 3 of coin. They want to make sure all their needs are met and that they have people around them who that they can count on. And they feel like they're uncomfortable. Now you might be going to them. I don't know. Why do you 6 of coin it? You give them the fair trade. Some of you are trading. You're trading like houses, properties, cars. Knight of Swords reversed. 6 of Wands reversed. Someone feels like this would hurt their reputation somehow. Okay, the outcome is good. 9 of Cups. You like the way it turns out. Other people here feel happy about that. 10 of Cups reversed. There's a lot of broken relationships that someone's putting up with here. Okay, let's see again. Show us for the earth signs. Unconditional love and support of the dog. There could be someone who is literally maybe looking for a home for a dog. They're really upset. There is luck in this situation. Like, they're really upset. They feel like they have no other choice. There is a sacrifice and a bridge. So somebody could be taking someone's dog, like fostering. Okay. There could be someone who's putting their dog in like a shelter of some kind because they want to be 9 of coin to a 3 of coin. They want to be sure that all the needs are met and that there's accountability. And this person's really upset about it. They feel like they have no other choice. They're put into an awkward situation. And you're trying to negotiate with their fear. However, their fear is legitimate, so I guess like you don't want to discount their fear. So that's what I have for the earth signs, and I'll see you again next time.